so much fun once you get that home and have a play with it.
I mean, even I've used this in the past. I've certainly created things using stencils that have been made from this as well. It's been an amazing show, Helen. When are you back with us again after today? Do you know?
I'll be back on Tuesday with some Stamps by Me fun. Stamps
by Me fun. Amazing. It's not long to wait for Stamps by Me fun, I think. There's some more.
There's some more
Stamps
today. Yeah.
by Me
in
fun.
about 2 minutes.
Coming up, on just the other side of this. So absolutely do not go anywhere. Don't forget to check that out. How are we doing on those foil pens that bounce back? They've all gone again. Congratulations if you managed to get your hands on one of those. Make a note of that item number. Now, we're out of time, but you are not. Well, for now, you're not. But remember, at midnight tonight, the price of this is going back up. 747-976. Grab it whilst it is on such a great deal because it has been running for a month, but it must come to an end. It really, really must. I hope you're going to enjoy the rest of the weekend in the sunshine.
Of course, I'm going to go swimming in the pool in the garden.
Oh, nice. I'm working tomorrow and then I'm off to Brighton for a few days.
Nice, enjoy.
You can have an ice cream on the promenade.
Oh, lovely.
Maybe a few small sherries as well. Don't go anywhere though, as I said. There is loads coming up. I will be back with you, I think, on about the 30th of June or something like that. So have a lovely summer.
Thank you,
I will see you back here really soon. But Yanis is coming up in a second. Oh, did it again. Oh, a little snort for you there. Stamps by Me, Creative Box Kit, Chapter 2. That's your weekender. That's coming up in a moment with Yanis and Toni. But Sizzix is coming up a little bit later as well. Another chance to see that one day special.
Have you found Craft Extra yet? By tuning in to Freeview 85 and pressing the red button on your connected smart TV remote, you can stream Craft Extra 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Missed a show on Create and Craft? Then watch again through your connected smart TV via that red button. Craft Extra, for your extra crafty fix.
Hello everyone, I've got a few moments to tell you about the rolling ruler. I've never seen one of these before and they're absolutely fantastic. So when you're measuring out and doing your angles on your designs, whether you're drawing or marking out, this is going to be perfect for you. First of all, it operates as a regular ruler because you have the measurements running along the front. But then this is where it gets really interesting. If you just apply a little bit of pressure and push forward, you can see those measurements just starting to turn. And when you look down on the ruler at that roll, it will tell you exactly how far you have gone in your centimetres. You've also got millimetres on here as well. Very interesting to use. You've got holes along the front as well where you can place a pen if you want to drag that back or push that forward. There's also an interesting part to it which runs all the way across, so if you put that on some paper that's got text on there, you can clearly read it. This is your multifunction instrument from your Quick Picks.
Quick Picks, craft and must-haves at top pick prices.
Hi, I'm Leslie from Chocolate Baroque, and we design and manufacture our own rubber stamps right here in the northeast of England. We have a wonderful in-house designer called Sue, who hand draws all the images, which we then transfer into rubber stamps. We have very, very elaborate designs. We have everything from steampunk right through to beautiful florals, and then we have scenic and we have words. Our stamps are beautifully elaborate, very, very detailed, exquisitely etched, and the quality is next to none. So good that if you look after your stamps, we guarantee them for a lifetime. Whether it's stamping, mixed media, or art journaling, join us for our journey into everything creative and messy and see what you can create with our stamps.
The weekend is here, and it could only be the weekend, signified by the fact we are kicking off in style with our weekender. My goodness, this is a little bit special. It always is. I'm not surprised, because whenever Stamps by Me come to visit us, they bring us something that goes above and beyond. Look at the finished inspirations. Look at what you're able to achieve. And in the weekender, do you know that sometimes you look at something And if this was a buffet, this would be all the tasty treats. This is like having the duck pancakes. And what would it like if you go for a Chinese? Duck pancakes, always a treat. Well, okay, I'm going to say it's like filling up your plate with the duck pancakes, because you are getting this incredible magazine. And can I just say, the magazine alone is worth its weight in gold. But I want to see it in a slightly different light with the weekend. I want to put it in this context. Look at these 4 embossing folders, and they are incredible. Trust me, Toni and Stamps by Me, they really get it when it comes to embossing folders. Now, all 4 of these embossing folders, if you were to buy them at regular retail price, £31.96. They're £7.99 each. That's fair enough. That is a regular retail price for beautiful embossing folders. So let's think about it this way. Look at the price of your weekender. It means if they're £31, I'm just doing £31.96, it means you're actually paying for the magazine, the box kit, £5.80. £5.80 for the magazine, for the stamps that you're seeing here. You've got the die set, you have an embossing folder, all of that, £5.86. It's worth, just by itself, $14.99, but it's actually worth so much more when you consider as a kit what you are getting. We're going to look at it in more detail in just a moment, but can I bring in the very talented and lovely Toni? Hello, Toni. Well, we've got a bit of the robot. Oh, a bit of the Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yes.
This is really good. And can I say, we've already lost 10% of the stock, so we are busy. Should we have a look at the embossing folders? Because it's worth seeing these. When I say that, Toni, Stamps by Me yourself, you get embossing folders. I love these, and they are so usable. Now, come on. Tell me you wouldn't use that one. So we've got amazing. There, your happy birthday. Love that. Bit of drippy, drippy. You got thank you in there as well. I can imagine these on tags too. Beautiful. In like your memory albums. Yeah, and there's your best wishes.
So traditionally we do tons of 3D embossing folders. We do our HD 3D embossing folders, and they've normally got focal points, florals, backgrounds, texture. These are a little bit different in the sense they're going to see you through the whole of the year. Okay, so basically they're of a beautiful shape where you can create a curve around. You can make them masculine, feminine, celebrate, but they're a great go-to that I felt would work beautifully with the collection.
And I totally agree, because when you mix in the embossing folders with everything that you can do with the inspiration from the box kit, the stamps, the embossing folders, the dies, look at what you're able to achieve. And it's seen here by your design team, who we've got to mention. I mean, your design team are fantastic. Yeah. Beautiful inspirations, but such a lovely array, different styles, different designs that you're able to make. So from your specialty cards to your home decor, there is so much you can do with this collection.
Absolutely. So the box kit is a wonderful box kit that allows myself and many other guests and brand owners to be creative with their designs at a super affordable price. Now, the project book itself, this has over 72 projects where you're going to get your hand held throughout the whole process, and it's going to give you a taste of so many different crafts. So we have 3D projects, which you can see from the top. We have bags and envelope and card holders, absolutely beautiful 3D projects. But then you're going to see the a taste of me through all of here. We have watercoloring, we have the paper element of it. So what you actually get in the box kit is the full editorial magazine with all of the wonderful inspiration, hints, tips, techniques. You're going to get all of the lovely new products that are coming soon and things like that. Plenty of competitions. Then moving down, it's worth its money just for that magazine, because the content in there is put together by at least 20 people, 4 of which are my design team, and the other ladies are from Practical Publishing's design team, and then bringing it all together so you have this incredible magazine.
I'm going to pause you there for a moment, because I'm just going to ask a question. I forgot to ask this in our production meeting. With the regard to the weekender or the box kit, once it's gone?
It's gone, you have it all,
gone. We've literally got it all.
Yeah, I've given you tons.
This is the weekender. It's exclusive to Create and Craft. You cannot buy this anywhere else. There is a real possibility, and we are very busy, that this is not going to last the full weekend. I want to put that just on your radar right now, because I don't want, and it's understandable, some viewers like to enjoy the shows and then think, oh, maybe Sunday we'll go for it. It might not be here Sunday. It's meant to last the whole weekend. We have an awful lot of stock, but if we carry on at this rate, there's no way this is going to last.
Yeah, so that's the magazine. You get the 4 embossing folders, which Yanis has told you about down by the base, but it just doesn't end there, and it's not a choice of either. So you get the magazine, moving down, you get this wonderful A4 stamp set. I mean, A4, not A5, not A6, A4 stamp set, and it's...
I mean, it's beautiful, but Tony, think how much you would pay for an A4 stamp set. I mean, I've seen different brands, different styles, A4 stamp sets going for sort of £25, getting up to £30 for an A4 stamp set. As I say, depending on brands, it can vary. So let's think about it that way. As crafters, you don't need me to tell you. You'll know that, the different brands that are out there. So just value for money what you're getting from that A4 stamp set. Then think how much you'd pay for an embossing folder. You've got dies in here. Just this alone, you've pretty much covered the whole weekender and then some easily.
It's just absolutely amazing. And the content throughout the magazine is going to enable you to be creative in so many different ways. And if you do need your hand holding in maybe a little bit of soft mixed media, or maybe some stamping, or maybe some die cutting, there are segments throughout the magazine that are going to hold your hand throughout. Maybe you are a beginner and you need that extra guidance along the way, but there is some advanced projects in here as well to get the resist techniques and the sandback techniques. So if you're a little bit more advanced, what I would probably say to you is you're going to probably get it home, you're going to quickly flick through the magazine, you're going to see the wonderful papers that are in there, because it's a set of stamps, dies, embossing folders and papers and inspiration from the get-go.
Oh, we're getting papers too?
There's papers in the magazine.
I tell you what we need to do.
Is go through it.
Shall we have a little bit of an unboxing? I can't, my fringe not long enough.
It's getting hot in here.
Okay, we're going to be checking out, we're going to do a bit of an unboxing. Now, you can split the costs as well, so do feel free to spread the cost. $18.88 today. I love the symmetry. That is the universe telling you that this is a deal to go for. All 4 embossing folders and the box kit. Now, we try and appeal to every budget, so if you just wanted to go for the box kit, $14.99 your price, but you can, of course, take advantage of club price, $13.49, and a quarter of the stocks has gone there as well. Okay.
Wonderful. I just want to quickly show you this because this is brand new to the box kit. This is my second box kit and we've tried something new this time. So I've done a bit of a mini album, but to write step-by-steps for a mini album is incredibly tough. I'd probably lose my way writing them, so how you would understand them at home. So what I've done basically is we've taken pictures of it as a step-by-step and how to do it, but what I've done is I've popped a QR code in the magazine. So what that basically means, so what that means is, but the beauty of it is I haven't done it, I'm going to do it live with you at home. So when you all get your box kits home, keep scanning that QR code because it's going to take you to a date when we're all going to do it together, which is absolutely wonderful.
So it's like a live workshop?
Yeah, so it's something brand new to the box kit, which I think is wonderful.
Tony, that's great. Think, when you're getting this home, I mean, think how much you'd pay for an online class. I mean, you're going to do it with Toni as well, which is a little bit special. And that is just an added freebie that you're getting within the box kit. We're going to go through this and start breaking it down. One thing I noticed, because of course, when I was prepping for the show, I had a flick through the magazine. It's just, you said it yourself, the magazine by itself is just a thing of beauty. It's very easy to follow. You've got great pictorials. And so many inspirations in there as well. 78 projects.
It's just incredible. And what I've done is I've tried to cover it in so many different ways. So we have texture, we have soft florals, which are timeless. You have the curve of the florals there. We have this 3D vase, which creates the most awesome vase that looks like it's 3D. Envelopes, foliage, we have some taste of lamination in here, and we have some wonderful words as well. So that's your A4 set. Right. Then we have our A6 embossing folder.
Sentiments in there too.
And we've got a great one as well. Little card, big thanks. I like that one.
Little card, big thanks. I like that.
And then we have this wonderful A6 embossing folder here, which is going to give you that texture on the background and things like that. Then we have the beautiful foliage. Nice. They're all nice. It's just, I don't know. You don't have to decide. I was just about to say, I don't know how you're going to decide, but you don't have to.
You're getting it all.
And then you get the beautiful foliage here, which can go in the vase beautifully. It can act as an element builder behind all of the florals. And then happy birthday die there.
Oh, look, happy birthday. And those are the most, as crafters, the most cards we make, seems logical, it's birthday, and then it's Christmas.
So that's sort of like your goodies in your magazine.
The good
Then you
goodies.
get your magazine, which is wonderful. I'm not going to show you it all, but I will do a flick through
Lovely
the
picture.
pages. I was younger there. So you get a taste of things that are coming up. You get sort of like a taste of what the magazine is about and practical publishing and why they do what they do, which is wonderful.
Yeah.
And then we get sort of some melting pot ideas. Now, these lovely ladies are the practical publishing design team and are totally awesome. Always guides.
Marcus, our director, explained it very well to me because he said it was reminiscent of a beef bourguignon recipe that he had, because you've got your step-by-step, you have your ingredients in there as well, but the added bonus of having the pictorial guidance too.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like it. It ticks so many boxes. So I'm not going to show you them all, but let's skip a few pages. So you can see we have different designers in here who've done
Look who's in the embossing folder.
who have done great things. This is my Tom and my Tim, and here is Sarah and Teresa Collins on there.
there's
So you're getting a
Teresa,
taste of some other goodness that you can make. And then this is that lovely album. So let's skip straight to the papers. So great papers, guys, uncoated, beautiful for watercolouring. Nice weight as well to do your albums. Sentiments, fussy cut elements.
So already got our toppers there, and it's all looks like it's been matte and layered.
Already, and as well, the great sentiments that you get from Stamps by Me, you are positively the greatest.
Do you know, just those alone, Marcus, buddy, I know we're on the overhead. Are we able to get in a bit closer on those? Because that to me, as a topper, you're definitely going to use these. This is fantastic.
Don't buy it though and not cut into it, because I'm told lots of you don't cut into it. Please cut into them, because that's what they're there for.
Good is that?
They're
Great
good,
shot
aren't
there,
they?
Marcus. Love
It's
that.
going to be fab. I'm so proud of you. And then on the back you get like a tester colour from a drip from each, so it matches. So you can see this yellow in this triangle.
Yeah.
We've done a big sheet on the back, so it absolutely matches. The watercolour postcards. Yep, then we've got some more sentiments here. You are wonderful in every way. Just cut them up and make, there's 4 cards there.
Do you know, just as a paper pack
Fussy cut.
alone, think how much you'd pay for that.
Yeah,
So the value just keeps
slimline,
adding up, adding up, adding. Love that.
like a tutti frutti.
Hey.
And then this is my favourite.
Ooh.
This would make a beautiful album front cover.
That is a work. You could. And I don't think I'm over-editing it.
Into that.
Do you know? Put that in a frame.
Yeah.
And what I would do, just add your sentiments, stamp in. That's lovely. That's lovely.
It's a bit lush.
Yeah.
Then some more elements to do cards. More again, same colours. And you'll see the theme run through. And then we've got some really fresh and contemporary ideas, because we are heading towards the summer months. And then you see the theme of Stamps by Me and the watercolouring. So you're going to get that touch of Toni threaded into the magazine, because this is totally me, as you all know.
And that, look at that. It looks like that's been heat embossed.
Yep, don't tell anybody it hasn't. And then we've got some backing papers. I'm showing you all the papers because I know that you will use these. And then you get the lovely burgundy with the gold flecks.
Tony, you've done a really good job with those papers.
It's so lush,
really
honestly.
Good job.
And then I will just flick through some of the pages here, so you get some ideas on some of the previous products that you've had from Stamps by Me. A page on the embossing folders. More, look at this, step by steps, absolutely invaluable with your craft. So amazing. So that's sort of like the magazine, but it doesn't end there. You also get the 4 amazing embossing folders, which are these ones, which come with the words built in, and rather than the words be embossed, they're debossed, okay? So that's a little bit different. I changed it up this time. So we have amazing.
Which I'll show you there.
Oh, wonderful, thank you. Excuse my glue
amazing.
lines. The glue lines have come through. That's
Okay.
amazing. You can look how deep the embossing is. It's incredible.
You really see the profile.
If you sand back, they look awesome. You know, if you sand it back with a nail file.
Yeah.
Amazing. And then which one's next? What do you want to do? Happy birthday. So we have Happy Birthday, which is that wonderful star.
I love that.
Totally cool right now. And then Thank You in the circle.
Lovely.
And then Best Wishes. Now, if you're thinking, I like them, but I'm not sure about the sort of watercolour drip down by the base, that's absolutely fine. All you need to do is just cover this part here and you'll have a square. Like if you put a flower around there, you've got a square with Best Wishes. Absolutely wonderful. And I always say, if an embossing folder comes out well in white, you're good to go.
Yeah.
So
Totally agree.
let's just quickly recap there. So you get your 4 embossing folders, you get your wonderful editorial inspirational magazine, you get your A4 stamp, you get your embossing folder, and you also get your wonderful die set with the words, and then you get the QR code with that online workshop. Absolutely free.
Have a look, and I love how you've done that. All right, let's play a different game. So I'm going to do what you've just done.
Okay.
But as crafters, let's top this up. Okay? So this is what, in my mind, how I would see it. Look at that price. Your first flexi, $18.88. How much would you be paying just for an A4 stamp set? And not only, it is a beautiful, beautiful A4 stamp set. The envelope in there, the wonderful florals, nothing in here is going to date. So that in itself is fantastic.
So that would be $35.98 on my website.
So, okay.
Because it's 2 A5s and my A5 stamps are $18.98.
Weekender, done. You've covered yourself just with that. Then, again, let's toss up the value. So then you've got your embossing folder. How much would an embossing folder be?
$7.99.
$7.99 there.
You like this game?
Die set, I mean, how much would we be paying
That'd
here?
be $4.99, something like that.
Right. So then, as
magazine.
Magazine itself.
Can't put a price on that.
Magazine. We'll leave that. Won't put a price on that. But then here, with the embossing folders, $7.99 each. So we have got, we can buy these if you wanted to get these individually, all the embossing folders. So if we add that together, do you know that means from just totting up, not including the magazine, that's over £80 worth of value. And I haven't even gone into the fact that you are getting the workshop with Toni as well. So you're going to get the workshop to do this album live with Toni too, which is just another added extra. I mean, think how much you pay for an online workshop. All of that, over £80 worth of value. You get the workshop, you get the magazine. Come on, what is not to love? We are busy, and you are definitely not spending that kind of money.
And me personally, just as my brand, I wouldn't be able to give you this content like it is. It takes time, and without the support of Practical Publishing, we wouldn't be able to give you it, and definitely could not give you it at the price that they are able to do it at. So
just sorry, bear with me. We were totting up, so we said over £80 worth. What we didn't add in, how much? So just if this was a paper pack, what? $7.99. I think is fair enough. It just keeps on going more and more and more. So that's just under 90 quid now. Value. £37 and some change.
And it's fabulous. If you are a beginner crafting, you're just starting out and you've been seeing different brands and you've bought little bits and pieces, this is going to work alongside with everything because of those wonderful florals and things like that. So, you know, if you're just starting out, the budget isn't great, this is absolutely brilliant. And what I would say to you as well is, if you, a lot of you, I know what you like, you're buying the magazine and never going to cut into it because you save them and you like to read them and you don't like to pull the pages out, you can get the magazine on its own. Please get the magazine and cut into it. Please don't put it outside at couch every time you have a coffee and not use it.
Couch, that's true.
A lot of people do. I get it all the time. I'm not cutting into it. I'm just like, why? All that fantastic inspiration. Like, I'm going to just get another. All right.
Well, a lot of viewers are following your advice because a third of the stock's gone for the magazine by itself. We're extremely busy for our weekender as well. Shall we ever play, Toni? What should we do?
Yeah, I've got tons. Like, I've 19 demos. Okay?
19? Is that all?
Yeah. So let's start with a super easy one.
I should say, if you do have any questions for Toni, we'd love to hear from you. studio@creightoncraft.com.
So I have done quite a bit of the work at home, ladies and gents, because I really want to show you like all of the components that come with the magazine. I want to show you just using the papers. I want to show you just using the stamps, because they all work as independents, but they can all work, they can all interchange as well. But to show you that, change up your craft. Do one thing one day. If you're not feeling great.
Just before we get into our demonstrations, we want to let you know we've got a watercolor ink pad, which is here. Now, we're actually getting low on stock here. It's about to go. It always sells out. If you want to get hold of this, $4.49. Do you know what I would be doing? Adding it into your basket, especially if you've gone for the weekender with the flexies, and you'll be able to split the price on that as well. 125847, your item number. Already 70% of the stock's gone. You and your inks, Toni.
I know. So basically, if you're not au fait with how this works, it's a really light coloured ink pad that disperses when you watercolour. So you're left with an image that looks like this, where the outline pretty much disperses and leaves it looking like you've painted freehand. So you can make it darker and darker if you repeat stamp, but just stamp it once, use the outline, blend out, colour in with your watercolour, and you get that beautiful...
So it's no line colouring?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is what it says on the lid.
That is beautiful. We're 80% of the stock, and Marcus, our director, says he has an inkling it's not going to last. Oh, he's good. He's good.
If only.
Yeah.
So. Oh, sorry. Right. Right,
so what are we going to do?
I'm going to use the wonderful papers as a backing card. And this is the beauty of the papers. Yes, you have beautiful florals and elements that you can fussy cut, but we also have like a foundation line, which is going to give you that beautiful colour core lines. We've got stripes, we've got diamonds. So I'm going to stick this straight onto here.
Ink pad has just gone now. It is a technical sellout, so if it is in your basket, do make sure to check out.
So I'm just going to stick this onto, and I'm doing a small card here, which I know is not me, but you know,
doing something different, taking
showing
your own
willing.
advice. Yes.
Showing willing. Okay, so let's just put the paper on there, and then I have a heart die cut that I run through that wonderful embossing folder to create some texture. I'll lean it forward. There we go. So it gives you like this trellis embossed sort of effect on here, so you can utilise it all year. Grunge it up if you want, but I do like the white simplicity of it.
Nice.
So just before I pop that on there, I've also ahead of time cut a few corners just to speed up my demos because I've got tons to show you. So I stamped out the wonderful envelope here.
Yeah.
I stamped it again second and I cut away the flap. So what that's going to do is when I glue this onto here, it's going to give me the appearance of a inner and an interior and
I
exterior.
like that. It's different tones.
Yeah. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little bit of glue here. So this is basically, although I am using the papers from the collection, I am predominantly using the stamps as well. So I know a lot of people collect the box kits from all the brands. I know a lot of people collected my first one.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of people have been waiting for this one. So thank you, everyone.
So this is issue number 2. This is only the second one.
Yeah. Do you know what as well? They were asking me to do it for 3 years. I feel very sad that I kept saying no because I was just so busy.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely going to become a collector's piece.
Yeah.
And it's shame. Do you know, if you've got the opportunity to have that full collection, definitely get the full. Starting from number 1, it's like having a first edition of like Superman or Spider-Man. This is the crafting version. Now, I have got an email in from Angela. Thank you, Angela. It's a lovely email saying, good evening, everyone. Just wanted to say to anyone who's not tried Stamps by me before, buy this magazine by Toni. It is absolutely amazing value and will give you a wee example of how good Stamps by me are. Not only will you be hooked, but you will be part of the Stamps by Me family. And in my opinion, it is the best craft family to be part of. Also, Toni, I am waiting patiently for Christmas. Have a great weekend to everyone. Oh, isn't that nice?
That is wonderful. Thank you so much.
That's a
I
lovely
do
message.
have a wonderful craft family who are so supportive in anything. Even when I do good things, even when I make mistakes, they're all really supportive.
Oh, hey, we all make mistakes.
Yeah, because my crafting, yeah. So here we have a lovely envelope. So I've popped the heart behind the envelope at the front, and then we have this one, which is a closed one, which is wonderful as well. So I'm just going to pop this one and tuck it in underneath as if it's sat on top.
Oh, okay, nice. Just want to say hello to all our American viewers who are joining us as well. I know you have a huge American audience as well.
They
a lot
always
of fans
tune
in America.
It's wonderful. Thank you so much.
So American fans, thank you so much for tuning in. All our European viewers and, of course, all our viewers in the UK as well. Wherever you're watching, you are part of our family. So thank you so much for keeping us company. Because we understand it's Friday.
It's red hot.
Weather's been good in the UK. I don't know what it's like elsewhere. And also, it's Friday evening. You could be doing anything right now, but the fact you've chosen to spend it with us means a lot.
Yeah, it does. Thank you so much. So basically, all I'm doing here is I'm going to create a bouquet. So I pop the flower into the heart, and then I've just got all of the lovely buildables, and I love these because these are going to really enable you to build wreaths, add decoupage elements, really go to town. So different shaped leaves. I've cut some in multicolours, and on the bottom I stamped little card big thanks. I think I absolutely love this sentiment.
Yeah.
And let's just pop some of the other coloured ones in as well. So your cards do not have to be big, fancy, glittery, sparkly. They really can just be from elements from that magazine. I'm going to leave it there, I think. Let me just have a look.
This is nice.
Yeah, we'll leave it there. Just a little card.
Very
little
simple.
card.
Little card, big impact.
Big impact.
Yeah, or big thank you.
Big thanks.
I think Meg, our producer, phrased it so well, because with the Weekender or the box kit, whichever you go for, this is your set if you want to stay at home and sometimes you just want to have a play. You want to sit at home and you've got so much here to play with. Just imagine the kind of inspirations you're going to make from the embossing folders to the stamps. You've got your dies, and of course, you've got your 78 inspirations that you are seeing right in front of you. And these are the cards you're developing as a crafter. You're building that skill set as well. You're learning techniques. And the best part of it is you don't even realize you're learning, because it's going to be fun along the way. And don't forget, you're going to have the workshop as well. So from the magazine, there's going to be a QR code in there, and you get to do the little memory book with Toni, so there will be a date. Right now, we're going to tell you a little bit about our capped P&P, and then the fun will continue.
You get the goodies, I'll get the door. Okay. Hello, Create and Craft Delivery.
Wow, this is the biggest order I've ever seen.
Haven't you heard? If you order anything from Create and Craft now, it's a cap P&P of $3.95 per order.
Cap P&P of only $3.95 for all of this?
Yes, it doesn't matter what you order or how many different items you buy.
What, even the really heavy stuff like this?
Yes, sewing machines, die-cutting machines, everything in the van.
Oh, there we go. That's the last of it.
I don't think they're at home. We'll have to come back later. I'll warm up the van.
Oh, hi! Fancy a cuppa?
Oh yes, that'll be lovely. Chop, chop, Dan. Order 2 or more items from Create and Craft and we'll cap your postage at just £3.95, no matter how many different items you buy. Shopping at Create and Craft just got even better.
Hello, everybody. So right now, we are in the midst of launching our brand new Weekender from Toni and Stamps by Me. And Toni never fails to impress. Whenever she comes in, especially with something like a Weekender, she's going to give you something special. This is the second edition of the Stamps by Me box magazine kit. If you do go for the Weekender, not only are you getting this incredible box magazine kit, you're also going to get all 4 of the embossing folders as well. And just to put it this way, the embossing folders are their regular retail price, $7.99 each. So £31 and some change if you were to get hold of those, $31.96, which means if you take it that way, so $31.96 for the embossing folders, you're actually only paying £5.86 for the box magazine kit, which in itself is such incredible value for money. You're getting a full A4 stamp set, which you can see here. I mean, and again, that stamp set is so pivotal because not only have you got all of these lovely stamps, but you get the inspiration on how to make the most of them. You got the embossing folder, the die set, and the papers, and you get obviously the inspiration in the kit as well. And not only that, within the magazine, you can have a workshop. There's a QR code to workshop with Toni to make a memory album too. And look at the inspirations and look at the variety of inspirations. Everything you're seeing here, you can find within the magazine as well. So if you're ever, and this is great if you're looking for inspiration, if you're lacking a little bit of crafty mojo, magazine box kits are fantastic, but value for money, incredible. Now we do have 2 different options. You can go for the Weekender, or if you just wanted to go for the magazine box kit, you can absolutely do that as well. What we're finding, a lot of you is going for the Weekender and also getting the magazine box kit as well. And it's literally one to keep pristine, that's your sort of keep building up your collection. And the other one, don't worry about cutting into it and making the most out of it. And I kind of understand the philosophy behind that. The papers are beautiful as well. Let me just get you to the papers very quickly. You've got, I mean, just from the toppers, I mean, look at that. Look at that. That's just artistic in its own right. But then you have your toppers. Wait, let me get to the toppers. Bear with. I've gone too far. There you go. So, I mean, that just gives you an idea. They're page after page after page of papers as we go through. So, and it's beautiful watercolors in there. You've got the color match because they're able to do that. That's lovely in itself. The postcards. So the magazine is chock-a-block full of inspiration, tips, ideas. You've got beautiful pictures. I mean, just as a reading magazine in itself, it's worth every penny. The fact that we're getting an A4 stamp set, we're getting our embossing folder, our die set, our papers, and you're getting all 4 embossing folders for the price of the Weekender or the magazine box set by itself for $13.49. Now that doesn't come with the embossing folders, but we'll pop the details back up for your Weekender. I would note though that the Weekender has got the club price and it has also got your Flexies as well, $18.88. I'm sure something happened in 1888. What was it? Anyone 18? Oh, okay. 118-939, your item number if you want to get hold of this. We're going to head back to Toni for some more inspiration. So just going onto the website, I'm sorry the ink, the watercolor ink has gone. Well done to everyone who was lucky enough to get hold of that. That's a little bit special, but everything from Stamps by Me is special. All right, so
shall we do the embossing folder?
Let's do it.
I've got a whole weekend of this wonderful box kit, so I'm going to try and colour it all in detail over the weekend.
Okay. So it's worth tuning in, even if you've already got it. Tune into the other hours because Toni's going to give you more inspiration.
Absolutely. So I have the embossing folder here. So I've already embossed 2 pieces of card, a piece of green and a piece of white. And you just get this lovely detailing. Now I just like clean and simple, but of course you could swipe it with your ink pad and do the sort of soft mixed media if you want to. But what I am going to do is I've already pre-cut some more of those lovely envelopes. Now I've used the papers. Now don't throw the scraps of papers away, okay? Every element you've got, stamp one of these envelopes and then just have them in your stash for whatever reason.
Oh, that's cool.
So I'm just going to grab a couple of the envelopes and I'm going to pop them inside this embossing folder. So my envelopes match my backing card, okay? Nice. So I'm just going to feel the raised element, which I believe is this side. Yep, that side. So I'm just going to sit them all inside, so it doesn't matter where you sit them, I guess. You can pop them on an angle.
You're just looking to get that texture.
Yeah, and it just gives my card a little bit of interest, really. So there you go. So you can see the trapped inside there. So let's just run this one through very quickly.
Do you love an embossing folder?
Yeah, get back in there, you.
Being cheeky.
It's a lovely day, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been nice.
I hope everybody's enjoying sunshine.
I had a little walk outside. It's just have you noticed when the sun's shining, everyone seems a little bit happier?
Yeah. It is. Life is good.
Life is better. Oh, I think we've got another email.
Have we?
Yeah, let's have a little look. This one's from Sue. Ah, Sue saying,
Sue.
Good evening all. I love Stamps by Me products and the inspiration that Toni brings. I've purchased the box kit and can't wait to get started. Thank you so much, Toni. Oh, Sue, that's a lovely... Sue in Lincolnshire.
Oh, that's wonderful. Nice. Thank you, Sue.
It's in Lincolnshire last weekend.
Sue in Lincolnshire. Is that Susan Noble?
It is. Well done.
Thanks, Susan. So, let's build our card. The beauty of this is, again, we have all of those wonderful elements. So let's get some texture on our card. So I think we'll go... Right, Toni, have the courage, get some colour on your card.
Yes.
So I'm having a word with myself there. So let's pop this one in the centre. I like white on white more than not, but it just doesn't show on telly.
Yeah, that's...
So I need to sometimes step out of my comfort zone and...
Add a bit of colour.
Add a bit of colour. So although it's proud of the base here, I will trim it, so don't worry about that. And then all I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the wonderful envelopes, all of my different ones, because I've got some pattern paper ones as well, and I'm just going to build a card. Now I do have one already from one of the design team girls, so I will show you in a second, but I'm just going to build a bit of a cascade of envelopes.
There's going to be a lot of interest
all in different textures. So let's raise some with pads. Let's do some completely flat. So, another one, and this one's going to go on a pad. I think I really like the envelopes because a lot of my demos, I didn't realise, but a lot of my demos have got the envelopes in them. But the demos that I did on Craft Extra were a little bit different. These ones, I did this like floating sentiment. Can we see that there?
Oh, yeah.
So on Craft Extra, so go back and watch that because that's why we keep the show, so you can go back and catch up.
Nice.
Okay. So let's just pop this one on here. And then just take some of the flowers here. I'm just going to build a little bit of a bouquet, as if it's coming out of the
Nice.
So these are the stamps, and these are the flowers. If you look at this butterfly stamp, these are the flowers are fussy cut away from the butterfly.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
Nice.
So you can absolutely, snippability-wise is super, super cool.
Snippability. I like a bit of snippability.
Yep, and then let's pop a little pad behind these ones.
It's been cheeky.
Sticking everywhere, but
on the actual thing.
Yeah.
Can I help you out? Do you want me to
I've done it.
Yeah, okay.
I'm on it. And then I have the lovely foliage again, so we can stick some foliage into. So really go to town building.
And foliage is important because it adds interest.
It does.
To the piece.
Honestly, when I got these, I sat and played and played and played. And then we have a lovely sentiment called, oh, it's this one again. I used it again by little card, big thanks.
Oh, little card, big thanks.
So, and the envelopes again. Yeah. Oh, have a word. So we'll just pop this under here like so.
It is a good sentiment though. I'd use that a lot.
I would use that a lot. Let's just trim the base of this, shall we? And then what I'll do is, you'll see my version, and then I've got a one from our design team, which is bright and breezy. And you can see how just a change of colour is going to totally make the card look different.
Yeah.
Ta-da! Totally different, but same concept. So I'd sort of like put my own
with
style
much
on
love. Yeah. I like that.
Well, it's not a bad effort, is it? Do I need to move this over for you? There we go. There you go. Sorry,
Oh, we like those. I'll just show you a few other examples of what you could be making.
So, you see, and this is the beauty of the magazine box kit. So we all have shaped dies in our stash. If we don't have shaped dies, we have the Brother Scan and Cut. Yeah. We have USBs, don't we? So you can put it into your Brother Scan and Cut and cut the shapes. We did butterfly dies, so that's why you're able to do them like this. But of course, we do not exclude you from being able to be really creative with what you see in the demonstrations. You can do everything that's in this box kit using these products to be an amazing crafter at a super affordable price. That's what makes me very happy.
Papers are beautiful.
Yeah, and that is a different sentiment. That sentiment in the centre of the Yanis is not even part of the box, but look how wonderful it looks.
Just works.
And it's the encouragement to play and utilise it with all of the craft stash that you have at home. You buy it, so you need to use it. Build them in.
I am so proud of you. What a nice, that's a powerful thing to say.
Yeah, I try and say that every day to somebody.
It's funny you say that, because I heard Marcus saying that to Ben, floor manager, and I thought it was just a lovely thing to do. Take your time out when someone's done a good job and
tell
say,
them.
Tell them. I thought it was, Marcus, I thought that was very nice. There you go. Well, how about here? Happy birthday. Or what about...
Look at that vase.
Oh, and this actually is nice seeing that.
Yeah, so that 3D vase comes in 3-step stamp. I'll do it in my next demo, actually, because I've got a demo.
I'd like to see that, because we're just seeing the silhouette.
Yeah.
So that
is from a stamp. So what, stage 1?
Yeah.
Stage 2, stage 3, and you get a 3D vase. I've given you the dies with the embellishments to build. We have these wonderful...
It's like crystal.
Absolutely. Then we have these wonderful foliage elements which you can cut through easy. You have all of the flowers to build the vase. The vase goes with the other florals. It just works. That's why it's so, so wonderful.
Please, can we see that this hour? Because I really want to see it.
Absolutely not.
No, okay.
Of course you can.
Go, thank you. I'm being selfish. I would love to see it.
I've got another demo with the vase, so...
I'm just going to give you some updates because we are busy. So take a look. This is a weekender. Saving £9.19. You are getting 2 flexies on here as well, and you get everything. So from all 4 brand new embossing folders that you're seeing there with the those are the key foundation sentiments that we use day in, day out. Then you get the magazine, you're getting the A4 stamp set, the beautiful embossing folder, the die set, and of course the papers that are nestled into the magazine, which are surrounded in 78 or with 78 inspirations. 118939, your item number for the weekender. If you just want to go for the magazine by itself, maybe you just want to get a spare magazine, so 1 to keep, stroke, sniff, and the other one to cut into. $13.49 your price here just for the kit. Nearly 40% of the stock has gone here. 361186 your item number. Now we've also got some layering stencils. Let's have a look at the heart wreath. Oh, this is pretty. There's your heart wreath.
If you remember, Yanis.
Yeah? Do you need that?
No.
Okay.
If you remember, you loved these. I did the rose for you one time.
I do remember that, yeah.
It's that 4 stencil and die system that give you the 3D image, okay? So I've put a few in the show. You have this wonderful heart, absolutely incredible, and you get those lovely dies as well. You get grateful, thankful, blessed die.
Oh, got it here, yeah.
Yeah, I got it out.
Thank you.
So let's just move these. I'm getting a bit giddy showing off all my samples. So basically, yeah, so look at it, and you get the die as well, which is grateful, thankful, blessed as well, wonderful. So you get your layering stencil system with the hearts that you pop the colour through, and it gives you the beautiful 3D heart, and then the die.
Multiple layering
yeah,
system.
It's just wonderful, as you all know. We're renowned for our layering stencils and as well keeping the plastic as low as possible, but still achieving the 3D concept in there. So that's the heart. Yep. And I also put some other ones in the show. Is it okay to show the other ones? So, I'm taking over. I'm sorry.
No, you're not. It's fine.
This one is... Yes, the bluebells. So I did bring a handful of the bluebell samples for you to show you.
Oh, put that down actually.
So again, you get the same concept. You get 2 single flowers on here with the coordinating outline dyes. Now, if you spray them with water and don't use the outline dyes, you get this wonderful sort of bleaching effect.
Wow.
I mean, the 3D in all of my stencils are show-stopping.
I mean, come on. The background stencil there and then the die cuts. This is a beautiful set, and bluebells are always a winner.
I don't know how I always say this, how do you decide? Because honestly, with all of our layering stencil systems, we have to keep bringing them back and back and back and back, and I think I'm not going to order them again, and then everybody clicks the notify me button and I have to bring it back. But honestly, it makes me very happy bringing them back because they are truly beautiful.
$23.39, and these are the kind of effects you can achieve there. Quarter of the stock of this is gone. 169215 your item number. Now we have got some more for you.
We have the lovely Cheshire plate, is it? Yep. Yeah. Cheshire plate. So this basic, easy tag.
It's in there. So this is nice because it's kind of a little bit of an illusion.
Yeah, so if you want to pop that open and see how big that is, don't worry if you tear it.
Am I going to be impressed?
It's fine. Yeah, it's huge. It's A5. So this gives you that sort of illusion where it looks like the card's bending when actually it's not. And you get that beautiful stitch detail in there too. It can be utilised as a stencil, but it's great white on white. I'm so boring, white on white. But if you want to do your mixed media, you splash him, holographic, paper piece it back in. It's not too difficult to paper piece back in. It's truly an A5 in size, so you can utilise it.
I mean, $14.39 for a die of that size and that magnitude. That's a great price.
Just a bit fancy.
We like it.
Cheshire plate. Cheshire.
Well, makes from Cheshire. There you go.
And then we have the last one on the counter, which is those lovely die sets, creative words, and guess what in here? I'm so proud of you.
Go on.
Proud of you.
Very proud of you. There you go.
Celebrate today. Love you.
Oh.
Handmade with love and...
like the handmade with love. You're awesome
today.
Yeah? Oh, awesome today.
Yeah.
So Marcus, next time, I don't want to hear you telling Ben how proud you are of him. I'd like you to make him a card. Give him a little card. So then he can look at it, and every time he wants to feel a bit proud, he can see it. Like it. $14.39 is your price there. 610922 your item number.
Right.
Should we continue
Let's
the
show you
fun?
this wonderful vase then. There's just so much good stuff. I could be here a week demonstrating the stuff in this. That's why they had to give me a weekend. Right,
but
so let's go with the layering vase.
You are and your enthusiasm is infectious.
Well, I just love craft.
Yeah.
Makes me very happy. Keeps me out of bother, if anyone asks. So this is the solid part. This is the first one. So just grab a ton of ink pads. So it doesn't matter what colour. So I'm just going to go, let's go teal. In fact, let me have a look which colour I used for my demo. Teal, purple and black. Right, so let's start with a light colour. So all over. And don't worry if it's spotty or it's not got smooth on there because the layering system sort of hides half of it anyway. So let's go layer 1.
The other day, I actually like that.
Yeah, it does look good, doesn't it? I'm just going to add a bit more.
I had a show with Helen, and we had the Eureka on at a stonking price.
Ah, I wonder who did that.
Oh. You,
Your fault. Oh, like Yanis is on, I need to put it on at a good price.
Oh, it was good.
He will tell everybody how good it is.
38 quid for a Eureka, are you kidding? That was only a few days ago.
Let's not tell everybody. Number 2. Let's pop number 2 on. Now, if you don't line it up, great. Don't worry about it, because you'll probably end up cutting it out anyway. Yeah. So, number 2.
Okay.
And I'm going to use a teal on this one. Now, colours you probably won't put together anyway, but because, because it's so good, I'm not precious about it. It will look amazing. So, just pop it back on there.
Nice.
Pick that back up. So, you're going to see it all
nice.
Together.
A bit of a chalice feel to it.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Oh, nice.
Yep, so number 2, and then the last one, and I'll show you one I've already spent a bit of time on at home lining up a little bit better than this one, but you get the idea. It's wonderful, honestly.
Showing technique, the premise.
Yeah, absolutely. So this one will just go, let's just go, shall we go red? I don't know.
This is nice. It's got a bit of Art Deco feel to it.
Oh, keep sticking to my lovely sticky ink pads. Likes them. Just pop it back on there.
Okay.
So if you do it in black, it looks awesome too. Or if you do it in gold embossing, that looks awesome.
Nice. Okay.
Just try and, oh, it's moved again. Don't worry. Just move that over for now. Let me just show you it cut out, because although it looks very ugly because my stamps weren't sticking very well, I'm just going to show you it cut out. And because it's got those straight lines, it will cut through beautifully.
Very easy.
And then I'm going to show you a little bit of a technique where you can even get more of a 3D on there. So I'm just, see how I've gone over the edge there? I'm going to just totally cut that away. Nobody would ever know. There we go. Yeah. So all you do then is, see this point here, if you want to, you can just pinch it. And I have a bit of a 3D vase, but let me just show you one that I took a bit more time on at home.
Yeah.
Which I stamped in 2 in the black at the base rather than the red. Can we see those there?
Yeah, oh no, that's effective.
So if you just pinch at the top.
There's people everywhere around here.
So I've now got 3 vases.
Yeah. Lovely.
You know, if you want to.
Okay, now that's screaming for some florals to come out as well.
Well, stand by your bed. Let's do it.
Okay. Stand by your bed. Is that a northern term?
Yeah. Okay. I have no idea. I have no idea.
There you go.
I said to Charlie today, he's like,
arms.
Martin were winding him up saying, oh, he's had an haircut. I said, well, it looks like it's been brushed with a toffee apple. He went bright red. I like winding Charlie up.
He's got his haircut ready for Glasgow.
Oh, is that where he's going?
Yeah. Him, Leonie,
Isn't he a bit
Joe.
old for all that?
Oh, I don't know. Have you ever been to a festival?
I thought it was for kids.
No, well, Charlie's only, he tells, on his bio, he says he's only 28. So that counts.
Yeah, well, they're going to know he's not 28 when he rocks up.
What? I didn't say a word. Charlie watching.
I thought it was for kids, sorry.
No, it's for everyone. Class was really cool. And you know,
I thought it were like university people and things
No, I mean, I can see why you say that.
And they wear wellies and get really dirty.
It's for families as well.
Right, okay.
Yeah, families go.
Shows you how much I know then.
I like to watch it on TV. I don't think I'd like it.
I don't think I'd want to be in mud.
No.
Mind you, it's going to be red hot, isn't it?
I mean, first time, I wouldn't like to get covered in mud, and I don't like the idea of, I'm sure now it's all changed, but back in the day, queuing hours for a stinky portaloo would not appeal. I don't think it's like that now.
All right, I'm not sure.
Okay. Oh, I just got to let you know, we got some stamps. Now, we haven't even seen this, but you've shopped ahead. That's beautiful. Look at this. It is limited stock. There is a great saving on this. So you're seeing that, but it's bigger than the packaging would suggest. Oh, yeah, I love that hope.
You're always guaranteed something positive from me, aren't you?
You're a very positive person, Toni.
I am. Nothing much gets me down.
Be generous with gratitude, for it is contagious. Every day is a second chance. I love this. Hope. You give me butterflies. never mock a presenter's hair. It's a very niche, so it doesn't come with that sentence.
Oh, I'll be getting in trouble.
Poor Charlie, he's going to go.
It's all right. It's all done with a little bit of fun.
He enjoys it.
So here I am, using those wonderful die-cut elements here. This is why I put these in, so you can build them into your vase. And the flowers and things are from the stamp as well, which is wonderful. Keeping him busy today, aren't we?
And just adding that little bit of shape.
Yeah, if you just nip it.
Yeah, I like that. Bit of
so
moulding.
here I'm just sort of like building in.
This is pretty.
So I'm just building like some form of bouquet.
Do you know what I was thinking?
What are you thinking?
Could we do this technique with a bit of mirror card?
Of course. Mind you, you wouldn't be able to stamp really onto mirror card because it's plastic in it.
Oh, well, I was thinking like a... Yeah. No, actually, that's a silly suggestion. Do you know what I would do? Because I'm just thinking, just to create that sort of crystal effect. What about stamping a heat emboss, like a gold?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Maybe just like one layer.
Yeah.
You're right. If I was, and a top tip, if you ever have to stamp onto coated cardstock, try and use a permanent ink. So one that dries really quick as well.
Oh, somebody's been crafting.
Hey.
So I'm just taking some of the little flowers that are in the set too. This is the stamp though. This is not a die. This is a stamp, okay? Yep. So just to fill out my vases.
Nice.
And again, nothing too complicated here. The stamps are done with the 3 layering system. I'm just going to pop a flower behind there.
Yeah. Pretty pair of vases. I like those.
Would you have them in your house?
I would.
That colour?
Yeah. Yeah, I would. I think they're nice. To be honest, I don't think a vase would last very long in our house.
Not when you've got
2 little ones. Well, one running around. Although I think Orion's getting close to crawling. He's turning. He's sitting up by himself. The next
They
step.
grow up too fast, don't they? So there we go. So we've got 2 3D vases. I'll just show you from the side angle so you can see the depth in that. Look at that.
Oh, that's nice.
And then I've just built it up there. But you could absolutely take the larger florals, like what I've fussy cut from this book here, the larger ones, and really go to town and build that bouquet if you wanted to do a bigger card.
I love this. I tell you what, we've got a bit of time. Can we do just for anyone who missed it earlier on, should we do another pick and flick?
Yeah, of course, because it is wonderful.
Should we do the bit of the unboxing?
Wonderful. Shall we actually do... could you grab this sample, which is just the second one in on the edge here, just to show you that really I have all the samples here and you can absolutely see. Look at that.
Oh.
Is that not just delicious?
So the fact that this is the quality of inspiration that you are going to be making, that is beautiful.
Isn't it? So it's all the stamps is this one. So you've got the beautiful butterfly with the foliage in the back. I'll just show you because I think it's really important that you can see. So this is that beautiful butterfly with those sort of sporadic foliage elements on there with the leaves and the flowers on there. And then the bigger flowers, which you see at the front here, are these ones here, which have just been cut away. So even though they're separate elements, don't fear cutting into elements and using them as toppers and things like that. And this is actually the stamp that was used with that no-line system here, where if you just want to do a clean and simple background with that lovely curved floral bit, you can absolutely do that too.
That is beautiful. All right, so we're going to flick through the magazine.
Yeah, let's just show you the lovely papers in here, but just let me just sort out.
That's okay. Well, take a look. I mean, the amount we're getting, so 78 all-occasion projects inside. And I love the fact that you are getting the essential year-round tips and tricks, 137.
Yeah, it's just incredible, honestly. What you'll do when you get at home, you'll do this. You'll go, ooh, ooh, and then you'll put it to one side. You'll have your bath, or you'll go out with kids, you'll come back, kids will be sorted, and you'll grab a cup of tea, and then you'll be like, right.
More in depth.
Let's have a look what's going on here.
Meg coined the term, so you start with a quick flick, but then when you've got a bit more time, you work your way through and really get to
and there's so much information in here, like the first page here tells you that I have the biggest independent craft store in the UK. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so unless you get me a magazine, you're not going to know this stuff, are you?
So hold up. You've got the biggest independent craft store in the UK.
Yeah.
Well, to be #1 in the UK, that's amazing.
Yeah, aside from your bigger brand chain stores or ones with investors, yes. Did you know that? You didn't, did you? You need to get my magazine. So basically, we are open 3 days a week. We do live demos in studio and things like that. And then moving on, I've got giveaways in here. There's fabulous projects and things that you can do. That lovely no-line card is there. It shows you all of the papers, designs and toppers in there. Let's see if I can show you a different page this time. Oh, let's do this one. So this one's Karen from my design team. So she's done some circular cards. You can see the texture in these layers. So she's torn some paper here, that beautiful butterfly in there.
Good and step-by-step
Well, Karen is king, queen. At Step by Step, she does them every single day for Stamps by Me. She's wonderful.
Now look at these papers. I think this last 30 seconds. Let's go through
very
those
quickly. So toppers, background patterns. You can take them away. Wishing you the best birthday ever. Toppers, fussy cutting and things like that. Didn't quite come out right. You have your stripes in there as well. You have your beautiful core line, like wow, power ones for if you're making albums. Then you have the two sort of 5x7s. Keep going with the florals. Then you have the summer vibes.
Oh, I like. We didn't see that one last time.
You could cut one each out of those.
That's nice. It's kind of like a light flare.
Keep going, keep going. Quick, quick, quick. And just get so many lovely, lovely papers in there.
And so much more. So you can either go for the box kit by itself or the Weekender. Either way, you are absolutely winning. Please stay tuned, because I know for the whole of the weekend, courtesy of our Weekender, Tony's going to be here giving you a smorgasbord of fantastic inspirations. Tony, thank you.
See you later.
Absolute pleasure as always. Thank you. So coming up next, we've got our second look at the one-day special Sizzix with Pete Hughes. It's going to be his collection. After that, Pergamano, if Junior Craft Extra, all in Crete.